You know, that's the good. Oops. There we go. There we go. Hello. How are you doing? Good? Nice. Oh, no. Is everyone going on a fifth wheel by the look of it? I'll ask in chat as well. Now, let me change this. Yeah, good. How are you? Oh. Let me open a menu, garage. Which disc wheel are you guys going for that ARC 85 PT Swiss? Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay. All right, nearly done. So what are we doing again? Just gunning it, what? But there's always just so many messages to read. I remember he said I can chill, like that drop. That's what I remember. was going on. Okay. Right. I don't know, I'm just begging. When there's a little decline of descent, then my weight helps.
Okay.
So that beetroot. Well done, guys. Yeah, that was I'm quite surprised with the legs done. It's just going to show that I'm not going to say this is flat, but this is more in my favor. I think I am lucky that I can carry momentum with, I guess, a certain amount of watts, I suppose. Oh. I think especially right in the beginning when we were constantly huddled up together as a good block, I think that helped a lot. It's just a shame with racing. You want to be, I suppose maybe I think myself, but you kind of want to feel like you want to be in the front, but you also got to make use of other people and the drop so you don't tire yourself out. Yeah, my last race I did was with the guys at the Innsbruck or whatever it was called, and that's the one I suffered when the boys got up the hill first and they're like, "Come on, Justin, catch up." I was like, "No, I'm trying, my legs, hold on." Yeah, I mean, but like they could have, like the boys were good and waiting just so that the hill crested and they didn't gun it downhill. They actually gave you a bit of time to catch up. Where if they wanted, they could have just like trot off and increase the lead. Maybe just do a couple laps, warm down, take it easy. Thank you, everyone. Oh no, there's still there. Yeah. Yeah, I was quite. So obviously I did that stage 5 again last night because I did it on Monday, and on Monday I felt like I honestly felt really fatigued. I obviously did fairly well, and then last night I was like, oh yeah, my day's been really good. I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling really like I'm feeling fantastic. And I was a minute slower than Monday. And which is a shame, and obviously after I think you said that the Italian girl. So they were obviously, she was in that track that I was stuck halfway around. So I totally could, now knowing that the lighter riders, they can't set up the front, the would just burn out. But, and also now I've looked at the tower, obviously that was the heaviest one there. But there were guys that were like, I think there were 2 guys in my pack, because they finished close to me, so I think they were also like 90 kg. I'm thinking, maybe then again you just expect too much from other people, and you know, each guy races his race the way he wants to. Yeah. This is weird, because obviously Monday, I didn't know about all the power-ups. I literally thought we had won the whole race. And I saved the buck in the end. And then yesterday I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have loads of power-ups. I'm going to smash the fucking granny out of this time. And there you go, it was. But I mean, it's all good. I mean, that's why I find, I think the category that I was in last night is the next level up from my actual recommended one. So I need to keep doing that, because otherwise if you always just stick to your little group, I don't think you would have, maybe over, yeah, go on, sorry. Okay. It's just a long one though, because it's like, that was like, what, 1 hour and 4 minutes. And it's like, okay, even though I'm not going to say like in the middle where it was flat, it wasn't like super hard, but obviously, I mean, it was what, 40 kilometers an hour or 24 miles an hour. So you're still putting in a relatively effort. And that period of time, and I think if you don't do, like I'm trying to do a lot of endurance training as well, like hours in the seat. So if you're not used to being in the seat as well for a long time, then even an hour at even a medium hard pace, it's gonna be a long ride. Yeah. And I think it's also like, I think that's the ladder racing, like the club racing, it's such a nice element. Like you've got guys, you communicate, and you're all in it together. There's obviously the others with Racing League where we also do it as a club for participants. But when you do these big races and you're by yourself, there's no like, that's why when I started the streaming thing, so eventually there'll be like followers and people commenting on the stream and hopefully say like, hey, keep going, keep going. Because otherwise you're just by yourself. and people count on you, so you actually work harder because you don't want to let people down. It's such a bad thing. Like I hate cycling outdoors by myself. I'm happy that my wife cycles, and even when we go, it's obviously a lot slower so that I can keep the pace and she's comfortable. But I don't mind because the hard training I can do on myself with the indoor bike. But yeah, going up that great yesterday, you just have yourself to talk to. And I think even like with fitness, like you could be like really actually super fit, but if you're in a bad headspace or you had a shitty day or you've had a fight with the missus or whatever, then doing such a grind is such a task. Yeah. 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 Okay. I think it's also like when it's, I think it was the first one I was in with Denver in, was it Gold Diggers? Yeah, so just literally when I started. And I think I didn't like really pay attention to like racing score or anything. And it's just nice being in a team. So I think I was with them for quite a little bit. Yeah, and it's quite cool. Like, you know, once you get to know people and you ride with them more regularly, then I think I went up to C. I don't know what it is, the flunkers or which one it was. Okay. Yeah. So maybe it was one of the C teams. So it got on quite well with some of the guys there. And then one of the other guys, Chris Aiken. Me and him. And then I think it's Martin. He's also one of the SRP guys. And one of my mates. Yeah. So we did, and my friend from Wales, so we went down and did the Kent Classic. Yeah, so it was quite nice, obviously. Good actually doing outdoor riding with some of the boys. It was quite fun. So I live in London, close to Epping Forest. Close to Epping Forest, in Chingford. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's probably why my name's got the South African flag, but I've been in London pretty much my whole adult life. So yeah. But my wife is also South African, so that's probably why I still have my accent. Oh, this is a nicer place than the lake. I often it's often I wonder, like when someone, one of the guys that they break away, I'm like, do I chase my own team member or do I try and stay here in case the enemy team tries to go for it? And like, they're always like, but then I don't feel like I want to, if I'm able to sit in the front of my current group so the guys can benefit drafting me, especially like downhill. So I don't want to leave guys in the dust. But when that little climb and I was like, fuck, I've got a favor, maybe it's a go for it. We're going to I think it's June 14th or 16th. We're doing that dragon ride in Wales. Yeah, so we did it 2 years ago. So we did the second to last size, so I think the Grand Fondo. So this year we're doing the full. It's like 300 kilometers. But it's going to be quite a lot of climbing. That's going to be so hard. Like, so surprisingly enough, I think. So when we did it 2 years ago, we did it actually in relatively good time, and I think back then I was even heavier than I am now. So this year is going to be really nice, and I feel a lot quicker now than I was back then. But I also don't want to, you don't want to be too cocky about it. And my friend, he did the Wales Ironman, and he's very competitive. But when we did it, every time a group comes past, he's like, he really speeds up and standing for it. And I'm thinking, fuck dude, it's a long day. And yeah. So I think must have been the last 40 kilometers on that day 2 years ago. I was gassed, like I literally just I think we ended up sitting with a small group, maybe like 5, including us was about 5 people, so we kept taking turns on the front. And lucky for them, because I'm obviously like figures in the actual real world, they really get a good draft when they sat behind me. And after a while, we're so close to the end that I just can't. So I think it was maybe about 20 kilometers left to go, so they kept going. But I think I finished like, I don't know, maybe a good 10 minutes after that. But I'm just gassed. And you just stop when you can. Yeah, your legs, and you just want to get off the bike. But then you go sit down in the seat anyway. You relax. That's so good. No worries, man. Thanks for the chat. Cool. I'll see you next time. See you in the chat. Oh, thanks, man. Good seeing you at there. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Thanks for sticking around. Until next time. Gotta figure out how to sleep this off. Peace.